Hey, Bears fans. Welcome back to another deep dive into everything Chicago Bears. Today, we have a lot to cover, from potential roster changes to the upcoming draft and prospects that could shape the future of this team. The offseason is just around the corner, and it is already looking like a pivotal period for our franchise. There's plenty of excitement, uncertainty, and strategic moves that could define the Bears' direction over the next few years. So let's break it all down step by step. Starting with safety Jaquan Brisker. He has been a critical presence in the Bears' secondary over the past 4 seasons. Drafted in the second round a few years back, Brisker showed flashes of brilliance, but has also faced a share of setbacks, primarily due to injuries. He struggled to complete full seasons, and his history with concussions has been a consistent concern for the team's front office. Despite those challenges, he has still proven he can perform at a high level. In key matchups, Brisker has demonstrated his ability to make game-changing plays, including tackles, interceptions, and pass deflections that impact the flow of the game. The latest reports suggest Brisker may enter the free agent market this offseason, potentially testing other teams to determine his value. For the Bears, this presents a difficult decision. Do they attempt to retain a player with undeniable talent but notable health risks? Or do they allow him to explore opportunities elsewhere while focusing on building depth at safety? Historically, the Bears have learned some hard lessons with mid-season or early contract extensions for players with injury concerns. Cases like Kyler Gordon and T.J. Edwards have shown the importance of cautious roster management, particularly when it comes to balancing talent with long-term availability. Looking at Brisker's potential contract, analysts are projecting a 2-year deal in the range of $20 to $24 million, with a significant portion guaranteed. This structure reflects both his on-field value and the caution teams exercise regarding his concussion history. While the number may seem substantial, it's tempered by the potential risks, and it is likely that the Bears would take a conservative approach if they pursued an extension. For Brisker, this is the opportunity to secure a payday reflective of his contributions, while proving he can stay healthy and maintain his level of performance. Brisker's role in the Bears' defense has been substantial. Last season, in what was effectively his first full year on the field, he recorded 93 tackles, including 47 solo stops, along with a key interception and multiple pass deflections. He even contributed in blitz packages, showing versatility that any defensive coordinator would value. His age, 26 years old, also positions him as someone who can potentially anchor the secondary for several more seasons if he remains healthy. However, the comparison with veteran safety Kevin Byard cannot be ignored. Byard's experience and proven durability often make him the preferred option, despite age considerations. Turning to the draft, the Bears are set to pick 25th overall in the first round, a position that reflects both the team's moderate success and the promise of future growth. Having 3 picks in the top 100 offers substantial flexibility, allowing the team to address multiple needs. A strong defensive line class could be particularly advantageous for Chicago, providing an opportunity to bolster the front 7 and generate pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Beyond the first round, additional selections offer the chance to acquire depth at critical positions, including linebackers and secondary players, ensuring the roster remains competitive while also planning for long-term sustainability. Speaking of linebackers, the Bears recently met with Shad Banks Jr., a standout from the University of Texas San Antonio. Banks has an intriguing combination of size, athleticism, and on-field production that makes him a compelling prospect. Standing 6'1" and weighing around 230 pounds, he has shown the ability to make plays across the field, from tackles for loss to interceptions. His time at TCU, followed by his final year at UTSA, allowed him to refine his skills and showcase versatility, qualities that could translate well to the NFL. Scouts have noted his speed, agility, and ability to contribute on special teams, making him a multidimensional addition to any defensive unit. The linebacker room for Chicago has faced challenges, particularly with injuries impacting players like Ruben Hippoly and questions surrounding others, including Noah Sue and DeMarco Jackson. Adding a player like Banks could not only bring immediate help, but also build long-term depth. His athletic pedigree, including success in track and field events at the junior Olympic level, speaks to his explosiveness and ability to compete at a high level. This type of versatility is increasingly valuable in the modern NFL, where linebackers are expected to cover, tackle, blitz, and contribute to special teams. As the Bears head into the draft and off-season, the front office faces several critical decisions. Whether it is determining Brisker's future, evaluating draft strategies, or assessing the potential of emerging prospects like Banks, each choice will impact the team's trajectory. The combination of experience, youthful talent, and the right draft moves could position the Bears to compete more consistently in the coming seasons. Fans could be optimistic that strategic planning and thoughtful roster management are becoming central to the organization's approach, emphasizing both immediate performance and long-term growth. In addition to Brisker and Banks, there are other intriguing questions surrounding the Bears roster. The status of veteran players, contract extensions, and potential draft acquisitions all create a landscape filled with opportunity, but also uncertainty. The balance between keeping experienced leaders and integrating young, high-potential talent is delicate, yet critical for establishing a competitive edge. Each draft pick, free agent decision, and roster move will reverberate across the team, shaping not only performance in the upcoming season, but also the broader culture of the organization. The draft order also presents an exciting scenario for Chicago. With picks at 25, 57, 89, 129, 163, 239, and 241, the Bears are positioned to make impactful selections. 3 of these picks fall within the top 100, offering immediate value, while the later picks can be used to address developmental needs or target under-the-radar prospects. This combination of early and mid-round selections provides flexibility to pursue both safe options and high-upside talent, aligning with the organization's philosophy of building a balanced and competitive roster. This offseason, every decision, from potential contracts to draft strategy, carries weight. The Bears are navigating salary cap considerations, evaluating emerging talent, and preparing for an offseason that could redefine the team's identity. With a young general manager learning from prior experiences and an eye on both the present and the future, Chicago is poised for a period of strategic maneuvering. Each move has the potential to solidify the team's foundation, address key positional needs, and enhance competitiveness across all phases of the game. Continuing with the Bears' offseason outlook, the focus shifts heavily toward evaluating needs and maximizing the value of their draft position. While the 25th overall pick is a solid spot, it still requires precision and a clear strategy to ensure that the player selected fits both the immediate needs and long-term vision of the team. Defensive positions remain a priority, especially with key contributors like Kevin Byard and Jaquan Brisker potentially moving on. The combination of experience lost and gaps in depth makes the draft a central factor in shaping the Bears' defensive identity for years to come. The defensive line presents one of the most intriguing opportunities for Chicago this year. A strong class offers the chance to enhance both pass rush and run defense, which have been areas of inconsistency. Edge rushers capable of pressuring quarterbacks without sacrificing run-stopping ability are particularly valuable. The Bears coaching staff has emphasized speed and versatility, and acquiring a player who fits this mold could immediately impact the team's ability to control the line of scrimmage. Beyond just raw talent, Chicago is looking for players who demonstrate high football IQ and adaptability, traits that can elevate the performance of the entire defense. Meanwhile, the linebacker room remains a significant area of attention. Injuries have plagued key players, leaving the team thin in critical spots. Adding someone like Shad Banks Jr. could inject both youth and athleticism, addressing not only current needs but also future development. Banks' combination of speed, tackling ability, and special teams contributions makes him a compelling candidate for early selection. Scouts have praised his instincts, noting his ability to read plays and react quickly. These traits, combined with his raw athleticism, suggest he could be a cornerstone for the Bears' linebacker core in the coming years, bridging the gap between veterans and younger players stepping into larger roles. As the offseason unfolds, The front office is also weighing the financial implications of contract decisions. The Bears enter this period with tight cap space, requiring strategic maneuvering. With approximately $5 million available against projected league averages, every extension, restructure, and signing must be carefully calculated. Decisions around players like Brisker, Byard, and Owens will define both the immediate roster and the financial flexibility needed to pursue free agents or manage future drafts. Balancing cap space while retaining key contributors is a challenge, but it is one the Bears have shown a growing capacity to handle with precision and foresight. The secondary, beyond Brisker and Byard, also demands careful planning. The emergence of younger defensive backs presents opportunities, but uncertainty surrounding rookie performance, player development, and potential injuries adds complexity. The Bears staff has emphasized versatility in the secondary, looking for players who can cover multiple positions and contribute to both zone and man schemes. Depth in this unit is critical, especially in a league where passing offenses dominate, and having reliable, adaptable players can make a significant difference in the team's overall defensive efficiency. Turning back to the draft, mid-round selections become increasingly important in shaping the overall roster. Chicago holds multiple picks in rounds 2, 3, and later, each offering potential to secure high-upside talent or address positional needs that emerge during the evaluation process. Scouting reports suggest a variety of players could be available, from offensive linemen capable of strengthening the trenches to wide receivers who can stretch the field. The Bears staff must weigh immediate contributions against developmental prospects, aiming to construct a roster that remains competitive now while planning for sustained success in the future. In addition to draft strategy, player development will be a central focus. The Bears have invested heavily in coaching and training infrastructure, aiming to maximize the potential of both current roster members and incoming rookies. Strength and conditioning, film study, and specialized coaching are all emphasized, creating an environment designed to accelerate learning and adaptability. Young players like Zay Frazier and other emerging talents must adjust quickly to the speed and complexity of the NFL, and the Bears' ability to integrate these athletes into game plans will play a crucial role in overall success. Another key component of this offseason will be evaluating free agent opportunities. While the draft offers the foundation, strategic acquisitions can address immediate gaps or bolster depth at key positions. The balance between spending and maintaining cap flexibility is delicate, particularly for a team like Chicago with multiple areas of need. Targeting players who can contribute immediately, fit within the scheme, and remain financially viable over the long term will be essential. The front office must consider not only performance metrics, but also durability, adaptability, and leadership qualities when deciding where to allocate resources. As the draft approaches, speculation about potential selections continues to grow. Bears fans are focused on which positions will be prioritized and whether the team will pursue a defensive edge rusher, safety, or perhaps even address offensive needs to complement existing talent. Each pick has strategic implications beyond the individual player, influencing both roster composition and team dynamics. Front office decision-makers must weigh immediate impact against long-term development, creating a delicate balance that defines modern NFL draft strategy. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. What started as a routine media exchange quickly turned into one of the most talked about locker room whispers circulating around the league. James Cook's recent reaction when the Chicago Bears were mentioned caught even seasoned observers off guard, and the tone of his words has fueled speculation well beyond a simple soundbite. Officially, nothing has changed. Unofficially, the ripple effect is impossible to ignore. According to people close to the situation, Cook did not deliver the usual polite, rehearsed response fans are accustomed to hearing. Instead, his comments were measured, reflective, and, above all, loaded with subtext. He spoke of watching from afar, of respecting what's being built, and of organizations that understand how to use speed creatively. None of that directly names the Bears, yet the timing and context made the connection unavoidable. Around the league, such language rarely exists in a vacuum. Some insiders interpret it as nothing more than competitive admiration, a player acknowledging a franchise trending in an interesting direction. Others believe it was a calculated message, perhaps frustration bubbling just beneath the surface, or even an early signal that Cook is paying close attention to how his role might evolve in the future. In an era where players are increasingly aware of their value and fit, even subtle remarks can speak loudly. What surprised many was not praise itself, but the absence of dismissal. There was no shutting down of speculation, no firm statement drawing a line between rumor and reality. Cook appeared comfortable letting the words hang, almost inviting interpretation. For a player known more for letting his performance speak, the shift in tone was notable. Inside team circles, the reaction has reportedly sparked quiet conversations. Fans, meanwhile, are reading between every line, dissecting facial expressions, pauses, and phrasing. Was it simply honesty? Was it strategic ambiguity? Or was it the first crack in a wall that seemed solid from the outside? For now, everything remains in the realm of conjecture. No moves have been announced, no intentions declared. Still, James Cook's reaction has ensured that the Bears are no longer just another name on the schedule. They are now part of a narrative, one shaped by surprise, speculation, and the kind of comments that tend to linger far longer than they were meant to. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.